everybody, it's Michelle, and today I'm going to show you a gift in a jar mix. This is really quick and simple to put together, and it's just as quick and simple for the recipient when they go to make that. Now, I've told you all in some of the videos in the past with my gift in a jar mixes, I really like to be able to make mixes that don't have to have anything added other than water whenever possible. I like to keep the ingredients that have to be added to a minimum. I don't want to give a gift that's going to require a lot of work to the person I'm giving it to, or that's going to require them to buy a lot of extra ingredients to have to add. So a lot of times I will even modify and change up some recipes and make them my own, or just develop a recipe completely on my own. But this one I did not. I found this on Pinterest and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I thought this is really good to give for Mother's Day. I gave this to my mom for Mother's Day one year and she really loved it. She loves strawberries, so I did strawberry for her. But you can do this cake mix in any flavor that you want. So the key to being able to make a cake mix that doesn't have to have anything added other than water is egg. And you know, most of the time to make cake you're going to have egg added. So the trick to that, without the recipient having to add egg, is to mix your cake mix with angel food cake mix. And if any of you all have ever made angel food cake from scratch, you know that there is a huge ratio of egg whites in angel food cake. So in the boxed mix, it contains a lot of that dehydrated egg. So that's going to replace our egg for the recipient, and they're only going to have to add water. So it's as simple as combining one box of angel food cake mix with one box of any other flavor of cake that you choose. And that's all you have to do. And when we do that, we're going to package it nicely in a pretty little jar for gift giving, and we're going to attach a gift tag with instructions on how they can make that. So you just dump in your angel food cake mix. And then your box of cake mix of whatever flavor you choose. And I chose strawberry because my mom loves strawberry, and so do I. And at Mother's Day, I just think strawberries are so fresh and springy. So then we just mix that up until it's completely combined. So that's all there is to it, and we're ready to put it in our gift jar. And you can put this in a canning jar if you want to, but I found this cute little square jar at Walmart, and I thought that would be really cute packaging for gift giving at Mother's Day. So I'm going to use that, and you can give this in any amount that you want. Using this size of jar, you could get a few out of this mix here, or you could give a larger jar. You could even give smaller jars and have more of them. So whatever size, whatever amount that you want to give is going to be fine. I'm just going to put my funnel on there to help keep from making such a mess, and I'm just going to spoon that in until my jar is full. see there's a lot left in there that we can make a few of those. Just shake that down and put your lid on. And we can just set that aside while we do our gift card. Okay, and for our gift card, we're going to start off with a little tag-shaped piece of card here that I've cut from a cake box. And we're going to decorate that up with our label and instructions. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cover that with a decorative scrapbooking paper. And I've got this kind of red swirly pattern. It's just a small little corner of a page that was in my scraps. I always like to use up my scraps whenever possible before really starting a new sheet. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue up my gift tag. I'm going to put my little paper pad underneath it to protect my work surface. And then I'm just going to put glue stick. I'm just using the Elmer's Craft Bond glue stick. I'm just going to cover one side of my tag with that. And just lay that glue side down on my scrapbook paper. I'm going to go ahead and line up that bottom edge, and that'll be one I don't have to cut. And then just trim that along the edges of my card. And there's one side of our card. And I'm going to go ahead and put the same paper on the back side. And this card is going to end up with a few layers. But I like the look of that, so it's okay. Just be sure that you get all the way out to the edges, because we don't want that scrapbook paper to start to peel up from the edge. Lay that down. Press it. And trim it again. So now we've got our scrapbook paper on both sides, and I'm liking the looks of that. And for the label and the instructions, I printed those on the computer. You can do it handwritten if you want, but I went ahead and printed out one. I printed out the 321 mug cake, which is the name of our cake mix, and I printed that on sort of a cloudy looking pink background. I thought that would go nicely with our red. After I printed it, I cut it out in the shape of a tag in a smaller size, and I did the same with our instructions. And on there you can see why it's called 321 cake. To make that, you just use 3 tablespoons of the mix, 2 tablespoons of water, and microwave it for 1 minute. So I thought that was really cute with the 321 cake. And I'm going to choose a side. They look pretty much the same, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and put my instructions on the back of the card, because really on the back side, that's all that's going to be there, is just those instructions. And then we'll be able to do our decorative touches on the front of our card. So I'm just going to line that up and stick it down. And I'm leaving it kind of toward the bottom, leaving this up here blank because we're going to punch our hole. Just press that down really well. And that's the back side of your gift card completed. Okay, so then we're going to work on the front. So the first thing, we'll go ahead and adhere our label and glue up the entire back of that. I really like to have the entire surface covered, so I know that nothing's going to peel up on me. And just kind of line that up. Again, a little toward the bottom. And press that down. Okay, and now for our little decorative designs on there. I wanted to put a strawberry on there, and I want to show you all a trick for strawberries, and that is by using hearts. You can always create a strawberry with a heart, and I really like this one in particular. I got these at Walmart a couple years ago, and this one is sort of a short and wide heart, more strawberry shaped, and it had the little gold dots, which reminded me of the strawberry seeds. So I knew I wanted to use that to create a strawberry. I always liked making strawberries from a heart shape. So we're just going to take that sticker and stick it right onto our card. I think about there looks good. And just stick that down. Now for that to become a strawberry, we need leaves on it. And again, I'm just using from regular scrapbooking materials. I've got some here with spring flowers, and this is a sort of puffy Easter set. And you can just look around your scrapbooking aisle and see what stickers you can find, or maybe even use some punches, whatever you want to do, just to see what you can find that looks like the strawberry leaves to you. So the first thing I'm going to use is just the leaf section of this little yellow flower here. I just thought the way that those leaves spread out looked like the way the top of a strawberry does. So I'm just going to come in with my scissors and cut the flower part away. And that'll just be left on there that we can still use later on in another project. And then peel up just the leaves. And I'm going to place that on top of my heart. And you can see that's already looking like a strawberry. But I thought it came up a little short of what I wanted my strawberry to look like. So then I found these in my stash as well. And I don't know if you all will be able to find the same ones that I'm using, my scrapbooking supplies are a few years old, so like I said, just look at the different leaf shapes on what you can find in the scrapbooking aisle. Okay, so then I thought this little bottom part of this flower, if we layer that over top, that's going to give our strawberry a stem, and it's puffy. It's going to give it a little bit of dimension. So I like that. So again, I'm just going to come in there, cut my way around that flower, and then just cut right up that part there, cutting the leaf free from the flower, and that's what we have. And I'm just going to put that on top here to complete our strawberry. So how cute is that? I really, really love that. I love to make strawberries out of hearts. I just think that's so fun. Okay, so now I thought that's really cute. It's really coming together, but it's still not quite enough. It needed a little bit more. Let me go ahead and punch my hole before we add our other embellishment. And try to find center. And that's just a regular 1/4 inch round hole punch. So there's our hole. And then I made a little flower, and I got this idea from HappyBird. She is always embellishing flowers, and she will take hers apart a lot and add extra layers from 2 different flowers to make a really full and fluffy flower, and I love that look. And I'll put a link below to her video so that you all can see how she does that. And I did this by that technique, except for I only used 1 layer because I wanted it to look like a strawberry blossom, which is just one simple little 5-petal flower. So I just did the 1 layer of petals and added a yellow rhinestone in the center. So check out HappyBird's video and see how to do that technique there to make your little glittery flowers. And I thought I would put that in the corner just like that. But then I thought it still needed a little bit. So I thought I need those leaves underneath my little blossom. So I couldn't find any stickers that would completely be what I wanted to be around that. So I had to get crafty, and here's what I came up with. I found this punch that I had that is the shape of a Christmas bulb. So I thought I will take that, make 6 of those, and layer them around like leaves. So I'm just going to punch out of this, and this is Christmas paper, but I'm just going to punch out of the green sections, and you won't be able to tell when it's done. So sometimes when we don't have what we need, we have to get crafty and create it. So all I'm going to do is just glue down my little light bulb shapes into sort of a round design. and you can use a different adhesive if you want to. I just already had my glue stick in my hand from the other part of the project, so I'm just using that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because you know what, strawberry leaves aren't. And then we'll just put our flower on top of that. You may need to spread those out a little bit more. Okay. And then I really should have had my hot glue for this part. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it on with my glue stick, but I'll tell you, it probably won't stay. I will come back with my hot glue to add the flower. So you will need to use your hot glue for this part, or E6000 or something that will bond a little bit stronger than this. But I forgot to bring it in here, so I'll just go ahead and show you what it looks like when you put it all together. And isn't that cute? I really, really like that. Little sparkly blossom for my strawberry, made from a heart. I love that. And then I've just got some sheer ribbon here. It's really a thick sheer. It's barely even see-through. I like it a lot though. And I'm going to cut off, I don't know, a couple of feet of that, just to make sure I've got enough to work with. I'm going to tie this around. And that's what I love about this jar. It's got the perfect little area there for our ribbon and our decorations, so that they don't have to move that to open it and use out of it several times. They can just open that and everything stays in place down here, because they're going to need those instructions still attached, because like I said, they're going to get several uses out of this one mix. And then we will add on our gift card. And I'm going to tie it in a little bow. So there is your finished gift jar. I think this is really, really good to give for Mother's Day. So you all let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a like over on my Facebook page. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.